All right, let's get started, guys. We got a lot of things to do today, and I'm just telling you that we're gonna have fun, guys. We're gonna have fun. Let's let people know that we're live. And let's get started. Hey yo, Alec Plays, how's it going, man? Let's get started, guys. You were the first, let's go. Was it Kevin or you? Was Kevin lurking around for you, man? Alright. We got a lot of things to cover today. Yo, Donkey, how's it going, man? Random question. Go ahead and ask away. You missed out on a short war in SH. No kidding. Really? I'm kind of sick, so maybe that was why. Might get the new Cavs commander. They can barb chain really well. Nah, you are not the first. I see ya. So Alec Plays was the first day. Also, apparently 2939 and 3950 have same day migration. Interesting. Huh. Alright. Let's see. Is there anything that I missed on the event side of things? I don't think so. War forever. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and open the free dailies. How's it going, guys? How much is $20 20 gold test worth? Ooh, that's a good question. In terms of gem value, if you're just strictly talking about gem value, is 40,000 gems, right? If you want to buy 40,000, 20 gold heads from VIP shop, which is where you can get the cheapest, is 40,000 gems, right? Now, there's a lot of different areas that you can get 10 gold discs, 20 gold discs every now and then. That is not worth 40,000 gems. If you convert 40,000 gems into pure dollar amount, it's gonna be $166.66, right? That's not what we're looking at, right? I'll say about $50, give or take, right? Because if you're talking about, no, not 50 actually I would say like $30 to $20, because like if you look at Trojan treasures, like 10 pulls worth what? If you do a 10 pull, the expected number of sculptures, actually no, I'll say $50 is the actual like value that people will pay. I think that's how much people will be able to pay. Now, Writers of History gives you for $5, 10 gold discs for $5. So if you go by the Writers of History's value is $10 for 20, right? But I think it's about 5 times of that value, in my opinion. I thought the average value on the events came out around 750 gems each. Yeah, if you, let's say, calculator. 750 gems, then times 20, right? That's 15,000. 15,000 is roughly the amount that you'll get in terms of gems from Armory Alchemy, if you count everything else that comes with it. So yeah, I think about $40 to $50 is about what I would expect. What people will be willing to pay I think. Hey Johnny, how's it going? Perfect. So should I, in theory, go win 20 golden event that just popped, and then pay 50 for extra passports? I think that could be possible if you wanna win the 20 gold has event, and it only takes you that last $50 that you need to spend. I would say theoretically that is worth it, especially given that you're getting passports along the line, right? I would personally think so. Alright, let's start from Vortex, guys. Vortex I powered up a lot, mainly because I actually went ahead and did the City Hall level 21. And that was from the 7-day speed ups that I was saving for a while. And it was worth it, guys. It was worth it. Now, I got another 7-day speed ups from reaching City Hall level 21 as well. So that was a big win. And yeah. Ooh, wait, hold on. Did I not finish the Karox? No, okay, cool. The Karox did not finish yet. Nice. Musa, you better sleepers come today. Ayo. Because I hit pity on the wedge, I switched to pulling arch instead. Yeah, that's what I did with most of my stuff, right? I was pulling for arch just because of the fact that I was not hitting the pity, so. Now I'm trying to utilize Charge Metal as much as possible, although he's like 1-1-1-1-1-1. But I do want to give Pierce a try, I think. Once he comes into the game. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Alright. Let's go ahead and get some EXP from Path of Vengeance. Attack the Karox Ceremony. Pierce is GOAT with CJ KBK2. Yeah. I'm trying to find out what might be my most optimal role. You know what I mean? That I can use for KBK 1. Sun Tzu YSG does sound pretty optimal, but doesn't feel like an infantry march, does it? To be really fair. Pierce is underrated. Yeah, and it seems like a lot of people actually do kind of look up to Pierce. So I kind of wanted to use him. So that was kind of like where my head is personally. Like if I'm using a commander, it should be a commander that everyone likes and wanted to kind of see. I think that was the case for Tutmos, right? But do people at this point want to see Sun Tzu with YSG? Is Sun YSG with a full infantry march? Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I think Sun Tzu YSG, like, that was what I was leaning more towards in terms of efficiency, but again, do people want to see Sun Tzu YSG on the field though? Like, do they want to see me play Sun Tzu YSG? Right? At the end of the day, I made this account for content, right? For everyone else to enjoy. And I feel like maybe Sun Tzu YSG does not have that. It's gonna be basically like the same thing as the what I did with Tubemos YSG, right? People are gonna look at it and like, okay, well, Tubemos YSG. But Sun Tzu YSG is like basically the same conic shape AoE with circular AoE with YSG. I'm not sure. Then go into 5511 Pierce with CJ. If you want to use Pierce, you can go CM Pierce. And it doesn't trade well because it has no AoE, yeah. Feels like a safe option, but done a lot. So I think I'm building both, right? I think I'm gonna build both Sun Tzu and Pierce. And if Pierce doesn't work well, I'm just gonna switch out to Sun Tzu. I think that's like the safest play here. I don't think I can afford to be like, oh, if Sun Tzu like YSG is infinitely better, then I can't really use Pierce YSG at the end of the day. I think I'm gonna try, but we'll see. What's the hate on Pierce? No, there's no hate on Pierce. I just think that Sun Tzu YSG is just worse better because of how I play. Like if you look at my Archer AoE farming, AoE fighting, like you'll see that I'm a very hit and run kind of guy, not necessarily run it down to the enemy thing. That works really well, especially if I'm not like a T5 user, right? If you're a T5 user, I think you might just trade infinitely better by just running Pierce and Charles Martel. Like expertise. Just run it down in front of everyone else and then it'll just trade like 3-1, right? But that's not what I can do, right? Ooh, you know what? Do you have any gold chests? No, but it's okay. We got 2 hours of speed ups. That is always nice. I feel like Pierce, but AoE without a doubt is the best. AoE is good, but Pierce CJ Cooks, yeah. I know it does. I'm gonna use it in KVK too. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'll use my gold test after YSG on Pierce. Always a Cav player at heart. Yeah, that's basically what it is, right? I'm so used to like Ho Chu Bing and Joan of Arc Prime just spamming AoE one after another, and like just running away, like you suck, and then that was just my gameplay, right? I don't know if you guys saw me play, but yeah, that's been my fielding strategy. I never really ran it down all the way. If you guys see my gameplay on my main, I don't even like playing 4 marches. I just pop out my Arthur Philip, which is a really bad march, in my opinion. Now I can say it. You're like freaking A. Like that was like the worst march that I had to run as a cavalry main. Like it was the best option that we had. That's why we had to run it. But like, God, that was horrible. You plan on pushing power today? I did last night. So I don't know. Maybe should I? Is there anything going on that would actually help me push power? Nah. But I'll use my speed ups a little bit, as always. Like right now. Yeah, I'll use my speed ups as always. And then upgrade. What do I need to upgrade again? Oh, hospital. Yeah. Nah, I'm running out of resources at the end of the day. Tavern. Alright. And yeah. I'm taking things slow here at the end of the day. Like, it's not like I'm gonna compete against Andreas here. Justin F. Hey Musa, I just finished the first KVK with a win in 38.57. Hey, congratulations. 31 million power, 62 million kill point. Nice. I'm going to max LC second after YSG. And Pierce max as secondary. Okay. PY is Pierce, right? Happy to see you are still enjoying the game. I hear you migration news from 3850. How you feeling? I'm feeling well actually. I know that 3850 is kind of having a hard time, but I think it's fine. If anything, I can migrate away myself. You know, it's no big deal. Yeah, I think the leadership is split right now, so. Alex played, I think he just finished K1, but either way, yeah, I think it's not too bad. Talk to the commander for gold keys. Oh, yes. Have you seen the power leaderboards yet? No, we can go ahead and do that right now. Individual power. Big Jelly, 14.82 million power. And then I don't know how to say this. Oh, wait, hold. Is that Devil? Something Devil. Sukuna. 13.5 million. Oh, nice. And there you go, Andreas. 10 million power. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. Prince has 800 million plus in K2, I think. How much power did I have in K1 and K2 in my main? On my restart, like, on my maxable newbie restart, like I have like 72 million, and that was it. I have 20 million power, and I was like, okay, well, I joined like 4 or 5 fights only, and it was fine. Cause I was like, okay, well, like I'm not even a T5 player. Who am I kidding, right? Let's see. Though, I'm scrolling all the way up until I find my KVK2 stuff, or even KVK1. Maybe I'll be able to find the. Yeah, let's actually turn the video to Path of Vengeance. And then I'll look for my commanders. Okay, KVK2. Do I have a screenshot of my power? Okay. I was at I think at the end of KVK1 I was at 435 million kill point. Yeah. Back in what, like 2023. Yeah. Well, I was a T5 player, so it was a little different. No, 316. Yeah, that's at the end of KVK1. Then I think KVK2 was a little too easy, so it became like 400 something. Don't mess L Sid, that's bad. Two most YSG is the best. You're doing KVK1 again? Yes, sir, Fat Raccoon. I'm doing KVK1 again. I just won one in one of my restart. I'm doing again on my other restart. So, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I just went into intention of 2 max per swap. Yeah, that's what I assume, right? El Cid, people don't really max El Cid unless they will want to swap him, right? I got a 4th on El Cid, first MG, and gold key strictly using as alternative for swap. Let's go, man. Let's go. That's what's happening with my restarts. Med, right? Like I'm not using Med too much, but I still have him kind of maxed out almost, just for the swap at the end of the day. Now I don't think I can do this yet, so let's go ahead and do some Sunset Canyon. So what's the governor ID? You can search for Musa Gaming and then it's the one with the 2 million power. My current one, the one that I'm on right now. Yeah, it's 212-442-534. Alright, let's see if we can farm some barbs. Ah! I made a mistake. Ay ay ay. I should have had it so that it only attacks the highest level. Who wants some food? Okay, we got some alliance nodes going on. That's nice. I need a lot of resources. Alright, let's actually move this already. Alright, let's see if that works. Go in chat, I got your gift. Oh, really? Oh my god. Thank you, man. Oh, let's go, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man. Live donation. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, look at that Pierce. War Boom. Oh, pure CJ, guys. Pure CJ does seem to cook really well. Oh my god. Hello, how are you? I'm doing fine, man. 1.5 million? He rallied with it? Pure CJ, guys. Pure CJ. And he traded positive against all the swarmers. What did he have? Oh yeah, he has some rocking equipment, I think. I want a flux. I'll be in BV. Can you come there? I'm moving between BV and SH. Yeah, all the top players seems to be moving around a little bit. All right, so we got some good live donation from Andreas. Let's see what I can get with that though. Should I just get speed ups or materials? I think at this point, maybe speed ups are the best. Ooh, I have $10. Okay. Huh. Or I'll wait, actually. Yeah, I'll wait for Riders of History, but though. How about that, guys? I think tomorrow I unlock Pierce. Tomorrow I unlock Pierce, so I'm gonna go ahead and get him and get Riders of History. Unless I get him today. Yeah, I'll save it for the Riders of History. Thank you, Andreas. Really appreciate it, man. Hold on. Let's talk to the commanders. And give them golden apple. Do I get gold? When do I get the gold keys? Ah. Do I have to talk to them all the time? Yo, Mafu, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. Oh, I actually have to talk to him? I was looking for you. I see them. Damn, I'm like... I'm flirting with Siak Kayak. Damn, the dialogue's a little too long for my Korean self. I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm doing well, Mafu. Welcome, welcome, welcome to chat, man. What steps to take for going to Rally sent the gear and taking 4 pants to 4 soon? Okay, I'll take a look at it very soon, man. But your gear is pretty nice already. I don't think you need that much of an upgrade, to be honest with you. Wait, am I supposed to choose specific answers for me to get gold chests? Oh, come on now. Very clever. Sounds like a good answer. No gold keys. Golden Kingdom? This is too long. Sir, just give me a gold key, man. Wait, did I fail to amuse him? Is that what it is? No gold keys. No gold keys. Sir. I'm deeply disappointed. Siage. Cock. Oh, you get keys when you first talk to them? Okay, let's see. Let's talk to Bjorn. Greetings. Don't underestimate me. Okay. Blah blah blah. Oh, there you go. I'm such a noob. When this feature came out, I was like not really in need for gold keys. So I never actually talked to them. I was like, yo, oh, gold keys, let's go. Yeah. Let's collect 10 today. And let's open them up all at once. I just swapped my armors and max Achilles to run Arthur Achilles. About to test him in Altars tomorrow. Yo, Arthur Achilles rocks. At least on my setup, right? Like, we did some testing the other day. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's go ahead and jump in to my main account. Yeah, it shreds. And I know that I have like the best setup for that, but like it's no kidding. It's really good. And thanks to our Gangnam style, yeah, we are safe. I invested in Achilles for views. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I invested in Achilles for views before everyone else, and I'm telling you, like, yeah, like I don't regret at all. Like Baichi Luce, I think should be a direct counter to Arthur Achilles. Prince Boom got destroyed. Sorry, no offense, Prince Boom, but yeah, we did a duel and it destroyed, and we did like a 3v1, and this guy rocked. This is 3v1 against Sticky, and my Qin Shi Huang didn't trade that much positive, and then my Bai Chu traded really negative, but like Arthur Achilles, guys, Arthur Achilles, it's just shredded. Look at it, and he has really good stuff. Like Sticky has really good stuff. Not lying to you. I don't have the best setup, but I'll send you the reports. Yeah, dude. Like, send me everything that you want, man. I would love to take a look at those. We did it in a custom art setup. Yeah, we did like multiple tries with Sticky. Although I did have like Eunice buff because he was not VIP 18, and I was VIP 18. It really did really well, even against Baichi William Wallace. Even if I lost all this, I think I would have been happy with the fact that it was, you know, even on the duel. Because at the end of the day, Baichi, his expertise is like strictly made for dueling, in my opinion. Like when you reach 50%, you deal 60% more damage and take 30% less damage. Like this, and the when you reduce to 15%, you deal 100% more damage and take 50% less damage. This makes him invincible in duels. And the fact that Arthur Achilles, whose expertise does not actually get triggered by smite damage, won against him, it's insane, I think. Okay, gear on your main is 2. Main 2. Gotta figure out how to take this on a rally setup. Yeah. Well, my gear setup is little OP. Yes. A little bit. just a little bit OP. Yeah. But Sticky actually has a similar level of armaments at the very least, right? So it is kind of insane that I was able to do that with Sticky stuff. So that's what I kind of figured on it. Wait, do I have enough transmutation stones today? I would love to just reroll one of them. No. But yeah, that's what I have. I just wanted to kind of showcase to you since you just swapped. Get you excited. Oh, since you my gear and armaments I'll be running, let's go ahead and take a look at it, actually. I'll go back. Let me go back. Alright, Prince Boom, did you send me everything on my main? Oh yeah, you did. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at Mafu's setup. Ooh, this is nice. You got Greatest Glory and Horn of Fury. I'm assuming you're still in KVK 4, or maybe you just finished KVK 4. Sacred Dominion is nice. Although it is a waste kind of that you already have this crit. It's kind of sad when you have a really good setup already. But yeah, this is nice. I would say when you have a chance, I'll swap this to Ring if possible. But yeah, this is really good setup. And yeah, you have Curative. Oh, this is really good. Curative. Causative. Not Curative. What am I talking about? This is really good Causative. 2% all damage? Yo, Mafu. This is good. And you just need a Thrasher on here. Yeah, not bad at all. He just finished KVK 4 too. Relentless is really nice. You have really good stats on it too. And Striker, 1.5% normal damage. So I think for the field, maybe this might be better. Like, if you're a Rally or Garrison League, like, yeah, Steel Skin is a must-have because like you take like 9.5% if you have it at max stats. So I think this is really good for Rally or Garrison. But if you have, yeah, if you're just doing it on the field, I think it might be better for you to kind of use the normal damage buff, in my opinion. Who knows? Onslaught is also really good. Normal damage buff too. Yeah, very nice, man. Very nice. I'm very impressed. Especially if you're considering the fact that you just got out of KVK 4. Yeah, it's pretty OP, man. And Prince Boom, let's go. Want to take this to a rally setup? Any tips? Okay, let's see. All right. So this is really nice. Yeah, if you're in KVK2 and you want to take this into a rally, this is really good. Yeah, don't they have... Yeah, I would say focus on Hope Cloak if you're talking about iconics, because it does give you that 1.5% all damage. But outside of that, yeah, everything looks good, to be honest with you. Like, I cannot believe this is a KVK2 setup. Yeah, I would say focus on iconic 4 and Hope Cloak equipment. Let's go ahead and take a look at his armaments. A pincer setup? Yeah, let's go. KVK2, guys. People are insane. Warcry, 3.5% attack with... Oh my god. Yeah, triple roll with 1% all damage. Nice. War Hunger, 1.5% normal damage. 3.5% attack. Bro, you're gonna be stat-sticking everyone else on KVK2, man. This is insane. Strategic deals 2% extra damage to surrounded troops. This is gonna make you anti-swarmable. And smite damage, 2%, yeah, 2% more normal damage. You have like what, 2%? Yeah, you have like 3.5% normal damage on top of 3% all damage. Yeah, this is golden. I think that many people are going to be able to compete with you on this. Yeah, I don't think KVK2 is going to be easy for anyone to beat. Thank you, bro. I'm excited to see how it does. Yeah. We're doing 2 skips, so that's kind of unfortunate, but I added my own self. So I can't like enjoy the full joy of Arthur Achilles until later. But yeah. I am excited about Arthur Achilles myself. It is absolutely looking gorgeous. If you can get Toppler inscription on scroll slot, I think it will be the best. Fasto, good night. All right. Let's go back. Let's go back to our Vortex. Let's see if there's any upgrades that I can do, and then we'll open the gold keys that we just acquired by flirting with our commanders. And then we'll go ahead and move on to my Max Level Nubia account. How about that? Belisarius? I don't think I have talked to Belisarius. Come on, give me the gold key. There you go. Pericles, let's go. Drop power on my main, so coming soon. Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to it, man. Like, we're gonna skip a couple times, so we're gonna have to spend some time dueling and all that stuff. Ethelfled? Why does Ethelfled have her own kind of background separately? Okay, that should be 4. Yeah, we need 1 more for me to do a 10th one. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see. Lohar, give me something. Okay. Very nice. Alright, I now want to do 10 times pull. Let's just hope that I get something like Pierce on this so I can work on it right away. Pierce? Ooh, 5 Charles Martel head. Oh, why Charles Martel? Why? Is this a sign? Do they want me to work on Charles Martel? Is that what it is? I don't know. Is this a sign? That is not what I was expecting. Ooh, Freddy. No, Freddy's not there. I don't know. Am I destined to work on Charles Martel with Sun Tzu? Is that what it is? I'll see you soon, Musa. Yeah, man. Come migrate. We need you. We need you, my friend. Tutmos. Bjorn, okay. Alright, what else can I do here? Oh, courier station. Let's go. Alright. Let's see. I don't think I have enough speedos for that. Yep. Alright, let's send out some farmers. I can just send out my entire army as farmers. Okay, that's cool. I don't need to worry about anything else. And I need food anyways. Let's go ahead and hit the activity point 100 first. Then we'll go ahead and work on something else. Could be Martel YSG, yeah. I was just talking about Pierce YSG because, you know, people like Pierce, it seems like. Yeah, all the infantry players are very hype around Pierce. So, well, given that I'm doing this for my views, this account is primarily for me to, you know, get views and all that stuff as a YouTuber. Maybe I should have done that, is what I was thinking. Alright, courier station, what can I buy here? Okay, 600. Why not? Alright, let's open those chests up and then I'll go ahead and move over to my other accounts. Ooh, Elsid. New commander heads are always welcome. Ooh, okay, two purple materials are nice. Alright, let's move over to my max level newbie account. 5-5 Martel with max out Purist can cook for KVK1. Yeah, I think that could cook. Ooh, Lost Kingdom is closing soon, okay. Alright. Ooh. They're adding YSG to the daily special offer at the end of KVK1, I see. That's interesting. Obviously, I don't need YSG. I think I need to find out when Pierce is added. I think it was in the middle of KVK1. Yeah, right now I'm just getting Met just for the swap opportunity. Ooh, 5 heads, not too bad. But yeah, beyond that, I think I need to find a way. Ooh, Souls Reborn. Okay, 1,000 VIP points. Always a good win. some gems, chests. And once I do all the dailies for my restart account, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and move into tier list. Siak Kak. Man, I see a lot of your faces today, aren't you? Siak loves me today. Alright, let's see if I get something else. Ooh, Tumos! Guys, what? What? Did I just unlock? Did I just get Tumos? Yo! I think I might be able to expertise Tumos now. Yo! Okay. Hold on. Let's take a look at it. Ooh, I'm 9 gold test short. 9 gold tests. Wait, hold on. Isn't there more than gem event going on? Yeah, there's more than gem event going on. Yes. Can I, for some reason, get 20k more gems? Get more than gem event? And maybe potentially pull more Tumos out of this? Okay, we're doing this, guys. We're doing this. We're expertising our boy Tumos today. The Lilith God has spoken to me. And here's what we're doing. So I think I need to renew this anyways, right? Yeah, I need to renew that anyway, so... It aligns perfectly. It aligns perfectly, guys. It aligns perfectly. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get that. Oh no, I was trying to do it on the wrong account. I was trying to do it on my main for some reason. Okay, this was Musa Gaming 3850. Yeah, there you go. Okay. The moment of truth, guys. Moment of truth for this account. Okay, let's renew this. Ah, this ends another chapter of this account. As we are 22 hours left, as we have 22 hours left into KVK1, we might be able to expertise our man Tumos right here. Alright, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Let's do 10 times first. Wait, I need to buy 12 times anyways. Yeah, I need to buy 12 times. Okay, more than gem gave me, what, 5 gold heads? So theoretically, I need 4 more heads of Tumos. Can I get this, guys? Can I get 4 more heads of Tumos from this event? Let's find out. Let's go. Trojan treasures, guys. Trojan treasures. Come on. 4 more. 1. Ah, no way. No way. 1 more. Come on, 10 times. Ah, come on. Wait, seriously? Yo, I need 3 more heads of Tumos. Can I somehow miraculously get it from the gold chest? Let's do this. Come on. ROK God, please. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Wait, did I unlock? No, I cannot unlock any of the commanders. Yo, oh, this is so lame. You gave me hope and now you took it away. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Just... Yeah, you know what? You know what? I did well on the interview the other day. I think yeah, I think we deserve ourselves a little bit of prize. Oh my god, Kevin's back at the worst timing ever. Kevin, don't look what's going on the screen, man. Kevin's gonna give me a hard time. Oh, ooh, so what happened, guys? What happened? Oh, I don't know what happened. What did you do? Nothing, sir. Nothing. Yeah. We're doing Tutmos expertise. As planned. Nothing out of ordinary or planned. Oh, God, I need one more head. Seriously? Okay, let's do it. Okay, that was it. That was final Tutmos heads that I needed. Can't leave you alone for a minute. Yo. Yeah. It turns out to be like that, sir. Alright. Let's do this, guys. Tutmos expertise. Finally, at the end of KBK 1, we're expertising our boy Tutmos. Oh. Okay, this commander's archer units take 5% less damage from enemy infantry units. Whenever their troops uses active seal, it gains 30% bonus damage to normal damage for 3 seconds. Nice. Expertise Tutmos. That's right, guys. Expertise Tutmos. Oh lord. Yeah, guys. Tutmos. Expertise. Now this guy's gonna become my Qin Shi Huang. Eventually, he did me all the KPs that I've actually done in this account, probably. And there you go, guys. My man Tutmos has ascended to become expertise, along with our boy YSG, our man YSG. YSG's not a boy. Set back to rally bot. But that was fun. That was fun. Ooh, okay. I got some rewards for expertising. I'm assuming Tutmos. There you go. Unlock Tutmos expertise. Nice. Congratulations, my friend. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Wait, hold on. I want that Tutmos expertise. Yeah, I want that right there. Where is it? Where is my Tutmos? Own Tutmos. Wait, can I? Oh, I need to go here, right? Yeah. don't need City Hall 25. I have Tutmos. And where's Tutmos at? Which one was it? Oh yeah, there you go. Unlock Tutmos expertise. What else do I want here? Okay. Own 10 avatar frames? Not really. 3 City Hall? Okay. There you go. I have expertise Tutmos, guys. This account can now be the Tutmos, ultimate Tutmos account. Let's go ahead and take this guy for a ride. I watch your videos on YouTube. Thank you, thank you. You're being recorded right now, though. Is your YouTube name same as your IGN? Yeah. Say hi to YouTube and live chat. Oof. Look at that. 15,000. I can't wait to test this guy in KBK2, guys. Do Sunset Canyon? Let's go, yeah. How many YSG wheels come before KBK1? It comes in the middle of KBK1. Right before. First one right before. First fight. As far as what I remember. Alright, let's do Canyon, guys. Let's do Canyon. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to beat all those whales, but we'll go ahead and see how well he does. Oh, look at that. Look at my one and only pride and joy in this account, Tutmos. Now, I'm going to guard Tutmos with my Richard, because Richard is going to be the tankiest guy here. And I'm going to debuff the enemy around him with Kusanagi at the flat. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and replay that. Let's see how that goes. Okay, thanks. I'm trying to expertise him. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, man. Oh, Tutmos is so fast. He actually might have reached the enemy before my Richard. Although it looks like Richard did get the aggro. Okay, nice. Come on, Tutmos. Show me your power, sir. Oh, it does look like he is doing a lot of damage. It's probably the only damage source in my setup. It's now 5v1. Okay. How did that go, though? Ooh, okay. Tutmos, 133,000 damage. Let's go. Let's try someone that we can potentially beat, though. All those people are so strong. Alright. And let's actually move this guy here. I want him to actually debuff people around him. Alright. Ooh, let's go. Let's replay that. Shout out, brother. Kingdom 3850. I know. 3850 was awesome. Although I never really planned to join 3850 when I made the account. I joined their sleeper group. Just because I was like, okay, well. The kingdom that I first made the account at, which was, I think, I forgot which kingdom it was. But it was a kingdom that I, like, okay, well, I spawned in. Like, there's no one here. Wait, hold on. I win this? Bro, it's gonna be 5v1 Tutmos YSG montage. Oh, okay. How did I win this? What? Tutmos did 200,000 damage by himself. Yo! And he had 48,000 available afterwards. Let's go. Let's go. This is good. Do I want to challenge Yuki though? Yuki is really strong. What's good, everyone? Cortex Raid. Hey, welcome everyone. I just expertise my Tutmos, so I'm testing him out on my restart account. Okay, I can't beat Yuki, but it looks like Tutmos did the most damage here. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Yeah, Tutmos is kind of thick, yeah. Look how fast he is though, compared to like Richard. Now this gets me even more scared with all my infantry restart account on Vortex. Have a good stream, bro. Thank you so much, Cortex. Really appreciate it, man, always. Okay. That's AoE. And then now he is, now he goes into 5v1. Not bad though. Like, I wasn't expecting to win against Yuki, but like, I just wanted to see this. Like, this. 130,000 damage. Yo, okay. KVK1, Tutmos. Looks pretty good, guys. Looks pretty good. What would you say is the minimum investment for each of Arthur and Achilles pairs for them to get decent results? That is a good question, man. That is a good question. Okay, I won. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. 267,000 by Tutmos himself. Alright, this is actually a Tutmos montage, I'm assuming. Let's take a look at it after this together. I have my main account. Both of them expertise from day one. So, okay. Our bottom area is kind of getting destroyed. So I wonder how I won this. Yeah, you guys can see that like our bot's kind of destroyed, but we actually won top. Okay. And Tutmos. Yeah, Tutmos and Minamoto just couldn't go through Richard, it looks like. And when it became 2v1, yeah, Tutmos was already too healthy. Okay. Arthur's gotta be expertise. Achilles can be 5-5-5-1, I suppose. Yeah, I think Arthur's gotta be expertise. Yeah, in all honesty, like Arthur's expertise is too strong. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the recording for Tutmos expertise video. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, not live stream. For live stream people, please don't go away. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out the stream. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I will go ahead and close the recording. I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, peace. All right, let's go to my main account and find out about Arthur and Achilles, guys. Would you say it's worth for a low spender to invest in Tutmos for KVK1 5511 and then swap them? Yes, sir. Super Savage 121. Yeah, I had multiple videos of Tutmos on my restart account. You can go ahead and check them out, and those videos just showcase how powerful 5511 Tutmos is. And back then when I was fighting on the field for those, like, yeah, I was getting 3-to-1 trades all day long. Like, literally one of the most overpowered marches that I've ever seen in KVK1, to be honest with you. Tutmos YSG. As long as the YSG is expertise, yeah, Tutmos is golden. Like I didn't expect it to be doing really well. And I did not have T5 unlocked. I didn't have max tech. I was 20 million power, and I was trading 3-to-1 against everyone else. And it was insane. But anyways, let's take a look at Arthur's kit. So obviously you need 5000, right? You need the Excalibur expertise. I don't think anyone is gonna really argue against that. All it does is pure damage, but that is exactly what you need. Although this one doesn't really have like any, I would say, like additional factors. Yeah, the fact that you can hit enemies 2 times with 3 enemy targets, so max 6 times of combo trigger is just like overpowered. So we need this. Second skill, 10% to 20%. Yeah, you definitely need this. The third skill, yeah, you need this. This gives you 30% combo damage bonus. It grows from 15% to 30%. If you really want to budget it, I guess you can kind of skip this, but I think it's still very, very necessary. It's a difference between 15% combo damage bonus versus 30% combo damage bonus. I think you need that. The fourth skill, if this commander is attacking a troop, field troop, whenever it launches a combo attack, it reduces the range. Okay, so this can be skippable, but Arthur, honestly, his expertise is what makes Arthur what he is, right? Without this expertise skill, you really are not using Arthur at all, in my opinion, right? So if you're not using his expertise, which is gonna actually trigger a combo attack at 50% chance, which is gonna go up to 70% chance if you have butterfly effect. No, the reason why you're using Arthur is because you want that to proc like crazy, and that expertise alone, I think, makes Arthur really, really strong commander. Now maybe 10,000 was a little too low for this, but I think, yeah, I think you need Arthur expertise, in my opinion. Now, if you go to Achilles, though, I think first skill obviously needs to be maxed out. Second skill, yeah, obviously needs to be maxed out. Third skill, though. Now, I'm expertise on this. If you want to save your commander sculptures, like if you want to make a budget version of it, I'll say 5511 Achilles with expertise Arthur is what I would recommend. But obviously these two skills are really, really crucial of his kit. It's just that if you're looking for a budget version of it, yeah, I would say 5511 Achilles could be a budget version of it. Let's go ahead and attack this again with maybe, I don't know, 24,000 instead of 10,000. How young is your account? Oh wait, hold on. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening here. You see all those red damage that is popping up? That's because of Achilles' expertise, right? And that's how you want to proc everything, right? Like every time he uses an active skill, as well as Achilles uses an active skill, like you're basically proccing so many different things, horn and the rage generation stuff. Like it is insane, and all of this only kind of works because of like Arthur's expertise, in my opinion, as they are combo commanders in nature. So I would say expertise, Arthur, and then 5511 Achilles is the most budget placement that I would suggest for you. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's what I would do. And also, I would say Arthur and Achilles unlocks their true power when you get this butterfly effect, in my opinion. And also when you get basically all the special inscriptions for cavalry works really well with combo. Like this one right here, Like you really need like Arthur and Achilles. Just because of the fact that like once you hit a combo attack damage, you buff yourself for another combo attack, right? This gives you a lot of buff, right? And this one gives you up to 9.5% damage mitigation, Steel Skin. This is really good on the field, right? But once you use Achilles' active skill, which will hit up to 10 targets, this will automatically be maxed out, right? Same with Arthur's active skill. It hits up to 6 target. If you get hit like 5 of them, then this really all kind of like gets stacked up all the way. Especially with his expertise, that will give you even more chance for you to hit more targets. All right, so that's what I have for Arthur. Let's take a look at that report from Barb though. I do kind of want to show, how much of like the rage generation and everything kind of comes from expertise and like, the active skills, right? Alright, so when he uses active skill, he already had 3% reduction on Steel Skin. Then he uses the first active skill. He gains what? 63 rage on top of 65 rage. That is already a rage cap right there, right? So that's 120 something, and then you use basic attack, which will give you 100 rage, right? And that's already rage cap right there when you use your active skill. And gains so many of those stacks from Thrasher, so Thrasher is instantly maxed. Steel Skin is all instantly masked, and then the talent is all kind of used, and then no quarter will give him another 75 rage. It is insane. It is really truly insane and impressive, I'll say. But that was only the first active skill. Second active skill, when you go to it, you see that the damage received is now down to minus 12.5% because of Steel Skin. And then the combo attack damage is up 37.5%. I'm assuming because Thrasher has a lot of 7.5% buff. And when you use Ash of the Dawn, Horn of Fury triggered 3 times. Horn of Fury triggered 3 times. That is 195 rage by Horn of Fury alone. And he gains another stack of everything else. And then guess what? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, like 63 rage again. And uses Palion Sphere, and then does all this, and then gets so many of those stacks. So all of this is like up all the time for Arthur Achilles, in my opinion. And then no quarter gets triggered and gives yourself another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 90 rage. I think over rage might be a little bit of a problem for Arthur Achilles. Now I look at it. But I mean, it's still good when you're building up the rage the first time. So I don't know, but it does look pretty good, in my opinion. So yeah. So that's Arthur Achilles. Let's go back to my restart account with Tutmos and find out what I need to do for the day, and then I'll go to restroom real quick after I send it out for a bit of bar farming, perhaps. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. You guys can take a look at my Tutmos montage on the barb stuff. BRB, going to restroom, guys. I am back, guys. Musa, any advice for Saif? I thought our man Kevin got this, but let's go ahead and see. What would you say the minimal investment for Arthur Achilles to pair them together to get good results? I only have 400 gold tests. I see. And Kevin says, when is your next fight? It's today. And then do neither. You'll be catching up for ages if you invest now. Yeah, that is true. I 100% agree with what Kevin said. The thing is, I only have one march, that's Qin Shi Huang Zhu Ge, and then KP Gain is just super slow with one march. You're in KVK 3 currently, okay. Qin Shi Huang Zhu Ge Liang though, I think you can still use it. Like, I think you're fine, even if you're using one march. KVK 3, not everyone's using 2 march, 3 marches, right? Have you got a secondary cab that goes behind Arthur, if you can have it? Yeah. Does buy bars work? No, buy bars I wouldn't say. I would say just go ahead and use Qin Shi Huang. Yeah, I would say go ahead and use Qin Shi Huang Zhu Ge Liang until you're ready for second march. Like, I've tried on this account, like, you know, half-ass marches, like my Minamoto, which is like 5411 with buy bars, and you know, my Richard with Sun Tzu, and it just doesn't work. Like, if you don't have your best marches like in the game, I think it's just like, what I would suggest for you is that you join every fight and just be more consistent with the KP gain if you want to gain more KP. Qin Shi Huang Zhu Ge Liang is an awesome march. If you can actually utilize that really well on the field, I think you can gain KP like you're running one cavalry march, one infantry march, in my opinion. Yeah, 2 mid marches of infantry, and that's just my personal opinion. So I would say just keep doing what you're doing. Just don't get pressured into using multiple marches just earlier on, in my opinion. Like, my main had decent infantry marches, but like at the end of the day, like, I ended up not using my infantry marches too much on the field. I just kept running my Minamoto YSG, just because of, like, for one, it makes your control on Minamoto YSG a lot worse, because you're now trying to ball fight with 2 different marches. It doesn't really work better. And 2, like, yeah, it's just gonna not trade so well, in my opinion. Glima told me not to push, so I'm not gonna. Hey. Yeah, well, I know that there's a talk about 3866 with you, so yeah, I would say probably not. All right, though. Let's see if I can get this guy. Do I have anything? I was actually just saving up speed ups at this point. Do I wanna max my... Yeah, I think I'm okay on this account. Alright. Let's see. All Alright, that should be good. Now I am waiting for this. I'm waiting for my Dragon Breast sets. We want another event that will give me some blueprints, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with the trays are crazy. It's just that I can't get through my resources and reach 25 million achievement. And the fighting doesn't really last that long. What's my Martel at? My Martel's not really good, I think. On this account? Yeah, my Pierce is at 3000 now. Martel's at 4111. Yeah, my Martel is not 5111 yet. I might use one of them. Who knows? I mean, I'm almost done with Met, right? Well, since I am now done with Tubnos, all my gold heads and everything would actually go into Met, right? So once I'm done with Met, then I can potentially look into, okay, well, another infantry march? Perhaps Pierce? I'm not too sure about Pierce yet, though. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and check out what I can do on my main, and then after that we'll go ahead and move over to our main course of today, which is gonna be the open field tier list with GANG-GAMCHAN, guys. Gangnam style, baby. That's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do today, later. Gangnam style, I guess, is the main thing. Okay. Is there anything that I can do on this account though? Like, let's see. Oh, gems. Nice. Let's get some gems, guys. I should be doing that too, but I am too lazy, in my opinion. I do need to train more cavalry, I feel. Like, every time I go into Kingsland, I like have this like weird downtime of me not having any troops at all. And like, I have like barely one march of cavalry left. I'm not too happy with that. Let's join Akatsuki. I thank you, appreciate it, Kevin and Musa. Yeah, Kevin's a really, really good good coach when it comes to accounts too. I feel like he's been one of the best advice giver in my channel. On the chat as well as on the Discord. So, yeah. What do you guys think about GANG-GAMCHAN though? Did you migrate back? Why can't you use Charlemagne? Just because we just got them in KVK1 from the Kingsland reward. So, yeah. Charlemagne is only usable after KVK1, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I believe that is the case. I could be wrong, but yeah, I think that was the case. Alright, I don't think there's anything else that I can do on my main account. Silk Road? Okay. You guys want to see my Sunset Canyon setup? With like, I have like one marsh that is like literally trash. But let's go on and take a look at my Sunset Canyon setup. So I have Arthur. Achilles, Bai Chi Liu Che, Qin Shi Huang, Bo Chu Bing. They all have good, like, decent stuff. But my Guan Yu, guys, is stripped naked, guys. He has some stats on the armors, but like he's stripped naked. So that's why my Kenyan team is actually not that great. But let's see. Let's see how my Arthur Achilles performs. And maybe we'll reflect that into our tier list later. Alright. Arthur. It's hard to see what's going on. Oh, my Arthur Achilles turned yellow. But my Qin Shi Huang's very healthy. Oh, okay. Would Qin Shi Huang actually outperform? Okay. Let's take a look at the stats. Okay, 240,000 damage. That's very nice. Sorry for picking on you, Shanks. My apologies, my friend. Not try to pick on you. I just try to test out my Arthur Achilles, my friend. Okay, Arthur Achilles is right at the area that I can maybe five-man AoE with Achilles' active skill. I'm not sure. Uh-oh. My Bai Chi's dying? Oh no. Am I gonna be dead? Come on, Arthur. Use your expertise. We lost to Mikey Prime. Clip Prime. Although, ooh, okay. Qin Shi Huang actually outperformed, which is really nice. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the tier list, guys. Let's go ahead and start recording. Alright, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Musi Gaming here, and today we are going to make a tier list with the addition of GANG-GAMCHAN, who was the latest cavalry commander that was just announced in the game of Rise of Kingdoms. That's going to come out towards the end of November. Right now, today is November 8th. So that means that we're going to actually have GANG-GAMCHAN in the game in about 2 to 3 weeks. But we already know what his skills does and do. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and take a look at the tier list, or make a tier list for the open field in Rise of Kingdoms based on some of the standards that we'll be setting here on the tier maker. And it's going to be very similar to the ones that we did before. But then again, it's going to have GANG-GAMCHAN in the mix, along with the fact that we had now chance to kind of test out the Achilles at the end of the day. Oh, actually, no. Omniarch actually already updated those commanders. Okay, cool. Awesome. Alright, so let's start this tier list off by putting the standards into place. And here's what I always do. Put one above. And I actually start from defining what each tier means. And I usually like to start from triple S, which is usually the one and only god of RK. There's one commander. If we were to choose one single commander in Rise of Kingdoms that we can actually put at top of everything else, that is going to be that commander that's going to be in triple S. Got it? There's no really argument about that too. And that triple S is actually going to be promoted from double S. And double S is one commander of the best commander of the troop type. So this commander is going to be the best commander of that troop type. For example, we're going to have one commander that is going to be the best commander in Rise of Kingdoms for archers, infantry, and cavalry, and maybe siege. And we'll go ahead and tell people, hey, like, this is the best commanders that each troop type will have. Among those, which commander is going to be the best, we'll go ahead and move one of them up to triple S. S tier means that the best commander equivalent or parry. So if you're actually put in the S tier, that's going to be only one commander per each troop type, and that commander is going to be either the best commander equivalent or it's going to be the best commander pairing for that troop type, basically. Got it? And A tier is going to be best alternative to S or SS. So if you have best alternative to S or SS, that's going to be an A tier. Or actually, you know what? Best second march options. I think that's probably the best way to put this, right? If your commander is in the A tier, they're not the best, like they're not the best pairing inclusion, but they're gonna be one of the best options that you'll be able to find for your second marches for each troop type. For example, if I want to run 2 cavalry marches, what is the best second march that I want to put in? And all the commanders that's gonna be in there are gonna be in the A tier. Is that clear? Alright, so B tier. B tier means that second march option, second or third march option. Good second or third march options. I think that's the point, right? So this commander may not be something that I would ever put gold test on in today's thing. But like, if I had those commanders available, I'll still use them on the field, is what B is. C tier is okay to have, optional, okay to not have. Or just average. How about that? Average. Average commander. Do not use gold has. Yeah. Anything in the C tier, do not use gold has. I think that should be also B tier though. So actually, C tier is barely usable. How about that? And then the D tier, not meta. Borderline unusable. Actually, let's go ahead and get rid of D tier. And let's just say D tier, do not use. Ever. There you go. B tier is fine as transitional form, older to newer account. Yeah. I think that's a good that's a good tier list. Triple S, the one and only God of Rise of Kingdoms. Double S, the best commander of the troop type. S, the best commander equivalent or pairing. And then A tier, best second march options. B tier, good second or third march options. C tier, F tier, and then I'll go ahead and move this over because I think they deserve a separate position. Pre-KVK tier options. Yeah, pre-KVK options that you can consider. Pre-SOC seasonal conquest options that you can consider, right? So if I'm, let's say, talking about, so that a great commander for pre-seasonal conquest options that you can consider between A tier and B tier, I'll say something like CJ. You can consider running CJ. And I'll just go ahead and put in like the best commanders in terms of their order at the end of the day, right? All right. With that said, the GOS still hasn't changed. Maybe C tier outdated? Oh, outdated. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go, team. There you go. The GOS still hasn't changed. Let's work from SS and then move up to the triple S tier. And let's go ahead and put in all the relevant commanders. Those are not relevant commanders. Are we kidding? GANG-GAMCHAN and Hector, I think, needs to be there. I don't think this guy is relevant in the field. Let's go ahead and move all the commanders that might be relevant on the extras. Arthur definitely is one of them. Ho, Liu Che, Herman, Zhuge Liang, William Wallace. What else? Belisarius? Okay, let's put Belisarius there. Joan of Arc Prime definitely. You can put in those commanders. I'm just putting up all the field commanders. I'm filtering all those non-field commanders. Maybe Archer Venipal can be in there too, because he is actually usable on the field. CJ, Pakao. Yeah. I'm separating all the rally or garrison commanders from everyone else. So let's see. Artemisia is field commander, right? Guan Yu. Attila could be a field usability. I know that some people like to use him. Tommy. I don't know about everyone else though. Okay. All those commanders. I think we're okay here. Now, let's just go ahead and do a little quick sweep through one more time. Gilgamesh, I think, is a field commander. Montezuma. Let's just put him in there. Alright, I think that's all the commanders that we can think of. Alright. So let's start from SS tier as always. What do you guys think? SS tier. Obviously Qin Shi Huang. Qin Shi Huang, I think, is undoubtedly still the SS tier. Or SSS tier. Because that's the triple S tier is a candidate for SS tier at the end of the day. I think Arthur. So here's the thing. Arthur versus Achilles. I think that's the big question that we have. Should we put Arthur as SS tier, or should we put Achilles as SS tier? I think Arthur is still a better commander overall. Just because if you have Arthur, like, I think because of his expertise, for the most part, that 50% chance to launch one extra combo attack that can theoretically go infinitely, with 70% chance of trigger with Butterfly Effect, I think this is just irreplaceable in combo commanders. Along with 30% combo damage bonus from his third skill, I think it is still fair for us to say that Arthur is still technically the best commander of the troop type for cavalry. Triple S tier needs to go to Sun Tzu. You guys think Achilles? Really? I feel like Achilles need more field testing. I think so too. More synergy with the armament. Yeah, I think more synergy with the armament is like the biggest thing, right? I think if Achilles had a single kind of like combo proc on his auto, or like his 4 skill had like a combo proc, or if this skill right here, it deals 10% more normal damage. If this was like 20%, I think I would have put Achilles at the double S tier. But for now, as far as what I've seen, I think Achilles is a little bit more of a versatile commander than anything else. I think it is safer to still put Arthur at the very top. For now, we can maybe change once GANG-GAMCHAN comes out. And once I get to test more with Arthur Achilles. But so far, I think this is probably the best. And among infantry, is it Liu Che or Bai Chi, guys? Liu Che or Bai Chi? Where's Liu Che at? Did I forget Liu Che? I am so sorry, infantry mains, if I forgot Liu Che. No, Liu Che's right here. Is it Liu Che or Bai Chi, guys? Five AoE for cavalry won't be replaced for a very long time. I agree with you. But I think the damage factor, yeah. Achilles is still 2,000 damage factor, right? Versus Arthur at 2,800 damage factor, right? So that will do a potential damage of what? 5,600 damage? Combo damage. And this has a potential to do... I heard it doesn't go below 50% of the original damage. So this will do what? Like 4,000 or 5,000 damage factor? Circular is good. But I think that, yeah, the fact that this has more damage factor also kind of gives it a little bit more strength that our Achilles is maybe contender, but still Arthur right now for what we've seen is #1 commander of cavalry in my opinion. Liu Che for sure. Okay, I agree with you guys all. So very easy. Now we're missing one commander from Siege. And just for the sake of our friend here, the Kevin, I'll put a single Siege commander there in the double S. That is our boy Gonzalo. Gonzalo is a ranged smite commander, ranged smite damage commander that does AoE. He is OP. Yo, Seno, how's it going, man? And if I were to say that what is the single #1 best Siege commander that you'll be able to find in Rise of Kingdoms, I'll say Gonzalo. Gonzalo is irreplaceable in my opinion. I think they went a little too far with the ranged smite damage in my opinion. And that's why I think Gonzalo deserves a spot among the gods. Like, this is the god realm right here, right? And I think, yeah, he deserves a spot there. Alright. Double S. I think that's pretty much everything. I don't think... Like, I would put Hector here, but like... Because we don't really have that many other, like, good leadership pairing. But I think Hector is more designed for Garrison Commander, in my opinion. So... Although, by definition, we should have one leadership commander there. I don't think any of the leadership commanders deserves to be on the same spot as these guys. Only good march is Gaza Gonzalo. Nothing else is worth it. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Let's just go ahead and do that. Gaza Gonzalo. There you go. Put Gonzalo and Gaza at the very last place for S and SS. With that said, though, Achilles is a very strong contender for S tier. Let's just go ahead and put that in there. And let's promote one commander to triple S. And I think everyone agrees to this. Does anyone object to Qin Shi Huang being the one and only god of Rise of Kingdoms? Does anyone object to this? Qin Shi Huang, the man with 10,000 plus damage factor, potential possibility, in a single 10-second damage cycle. No? Going once? Going twice. And it is so, guys. The god has not changed. The one and only god of Rising Kingdoms has not changed, and that is Qin Shi Huang, guys. Oh god, Qin Shi Huang is so OP. Yeah, let's move on. We don't need to talk about Qin Shi Huang at this moment. Yeah, we all know that he is the god of Rising Kingdoms. Now, I hate archers, but I won't argue with it. Yeah, I mean, I think the reason why we hate archers to begin with is because of how powerful Qin Shi Huang is. I think we were all okay with archers until Qin Shi Huang became like the most overpowered commander in Rising Kingdoms. But I'm okay with it to a degree because hey, and that's the thing. Like, it's one of the commanders that I think that we actually, you know, like the archers need it, right? Archers needed Qin Shi Huang. I think that's what it is. All right. Now S tier. So here's the thing. So we have two candidates for S tier for archers. Obviously, right now the best pairing for Qin Shi Huang is indeed YSG, right? But Zhuge Liang is very close. But as a commander, I think Zhuge Liang is a better commander. But YSG with 62% skill damage buff, along with the fact that Qin Shi Huang is missing any damage buffer whatsoever, makes him so strong. It makes his pairing one of the best pairing, the best pairing in Rising Kingdoms, right? Archers were dead until he came out. Yeah, I agree. We got Doug, Kevin, and Kevin. Justin RK, Qin Shi Huang revived archers. I know. Archers needed it. I think everyone agrees that they needed it. Okay, you guys. Fine, you guys can take him. What I'll do though, I think this is an easier solution than anything else. I'm gonna go ahead and move YSG down to preseason conquest options you can consider. I don't think there is any real kind of reason for us to fight here. We just gotta move him down to here. Preseason conquest god is YSG in my opinion. I don't think it's gonna change. Yeah, it is what it is. I think this kind of clears out all the potential debate for them. And we'll go ahead and move Zhuge Liang above our Gazamata. I'm sorry, maybe as a commander Gazamata is better, but I'm just saying that Zhuge Liang is archers. He's one of the more mainstream guys. We get it. He deserves a spot above it. Now, I think this is the trickiest that we'll have. Is Achilles better than Bai Chi, guys? I personally think so. But I'm the guy who has the best cavalry setup, one of the best cavalry setup in the game, right? I have like iconic 5 everything and critted. And I have Delta formation that's missing what, like single percent digit stats missing. I have like one of the maxed out sub. I use Arthur Achilles. It shreds everything, right? It shreds everything. The only couple people that can compete with my like cavalry setup is most likely Chasky and whoever won the first place for the Delta setup for with like 7.6% all damage, right? With that said, I cannot make an unbiased decision on whether Achilles is better than Bai Chi. I think you guys need to vote for it. Let's go ahead and put a poll. Is Bai Chi versus Achilles for the best S tier slot? And I'm gonna put in Bai Chi and Achilles. How about that? You guys can start the poll. We'll go ahead and finish it, and then we'll move it around at the end of the day. And so that I don't get that much hate. So that I don't get that much hate. Alright, so now I think S tier is where you can potentially think about, okay, well, do we want Hector or Philip in the mix? So this is a very tricky question in my opinion. Because like Philip used to be the best pairing for Arthur. There was no kind of question about it. But now, that main job of Philip is now gone. And is now taken by Achilles, in my opinion. Achilles is still better in terms of circular AoE. Yo, you guys need to vote, guys. It looks like Bai Chi supporters are winning. We got 3 votes, 2 votes for Bai Chi. 1 vote for Achilles. And I'll go like strictly by the votes. I personally think Achilles is better, but again, I cannot give unbiased opinion because I'm looking at my stuff. I'm like, I don't have the best Bai Chi Lucia setup. And like this guy shreds everything, right? And I cannot be like, okay, like Bai Chi Lucia cannot be stronger than this. On the open field especially, right? But if you guys don't vote for it, I will save my butt by letting you vote for it. But yeah, like going back to Philip and Hector. Does Philip deserve a spot in S tier? What do you guys think? And I think like if you want to use Philip, now you have to use it behind Zhuge Liang, or I think Joan of Arc Prime, right? That's the only part that's the only places that you can use it. Maybe if you want a leadership buffer march, you can have Philip with Trajan. But that march is so hard to recommend in 2025, I feel like. You think Philip is a bad investment in this era? Is it back investment or bad investment? If you haven't used it, yeah. But like, you guys gotta understand, S tier is still the God realm, right? Like, if you have one best march in Rise of Kingdoms, you're using Philip. You're using any of those commanders here, right? If you're using Siege March, you're using these two. If you're using Cavalry March, you're using these two. You're using Infantry March, you're using these two. And then you're using Archer March, you're using either these two or these two, right? I think we need to move them to A tier just by their definition, in my opinion. Like, at the very least, I think they need to be moved right here. Just because, like, yeah, the 4 setup is already set here, right? We have the best cavalry march, we have the best infantry march, best archer march, question mark? And then we have the best siege march. Yeah, so I think we need to move it down to A tier because it's the best second march options. It's not included in that definition of the best commander equivalent or pairing. This hurts, but he might be A tier, but if you already invested in him, use him, yeah. Both probably A tier, Hector and Philip. I agree. Yeah, I think you should just put, we should just go ahead and put them in A tier. They're versatile, and hence they can really work around any second best like march options. But yeah, this realm is like set, guys. This like SSS S tier, like there's no real debate about this, right? So yeah, I think we can move them at A tier, and we can start on A tier from now on. I'm just gonna listen since I have no clue. No worries, man. No worries. Alright, so A tier. Does a new commander deserve to be an A tier, guys? Do we have a place for our man GANG-GAMCHAN here? Gangnam style. Do we have a spot for him in A tier? Like, I'm genuinely not sure at this point, right? Can you use GANG-GAMCHAN with Philip or GANG-GAMCHAN with Hector? GANG-GAMCHAN is a lower S or upper A? You think so? Cav really needs a new commander. I know. He does have 3,000 damage factor for sure. Cavalry were really glass cannon until now, so this could be good. Maybe. Okay, I think I'll leave him at A tier. Just because of the fact that... So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna leave him at A tier because, by definition, second best march options. If Cavalry wants to run 2 Delta, I think GANG-GAMCHAN needs to be included in there. Right? Like, if you want to use 2 Cavalry March stuff, you're either running Joan of Arc Prime with Ho Chi Bing or GANG-GAMCHAN with Philip or Hector or whatever it is that you want to use him with. I personally don't think you should separate those two guys just because of how strong they are as a commander pairing. I know that a lot of people are saying that GANG-GAMCHAN should be used with Achilles, and then Arthur should be used with, I don't know, Hector or Philip. But I think Arthur, Achilles does not need to be separated, in my opinion. I'm not going to separate them personally. But yeah, I think we have to put him at the bottom of the A tier for now, because he's a single target user. Or maybe, I think above leadership. Above leadership for sure. Okay. I think this is good. Joan of Arc Prime, though. What do you guys think about Joan of Arc Prime? Is he above or below GANG-GAMCHAN? I think he... It's tough to say, but I think maybe Joan of Arc Prime does deserve a spot above GANG-GAMCHAN. She's like the only cavalry skill damage commander that is relevant, in my opinion. Cortex, this said GANG-GAMCHAN with Achilles is the pair to go with 2 cap setup. Yeah, well, probably. If you like, I feel like we're forcing 2 Delta at that point. But if you need to use 2 cavalry marches, I think like GANG-GAMCHAN with Achilles makes sense. Arthur would, now we gotta put it back with Philip or Hector. Yeah, that's a pain, you know? But yeah, like if you want to run 2 Delta, I think that's it. For GANG-GAMCHAN, Joan is a near end of her lifespan. Really? You think so? I feel like because she's like the only cavalry AoE commander, right? Aside from William, I think we still can have Joan of Arc Prime at somewhere here. But if they never revisit cavalry with skill damage, I agree with you 100%. So maybe we can put her behind here. So we have GANG-GAMCHAN, who's like the Ho Chi Bing / Shazar equivalent of Delta. And because we're going more towards Delta, maybe he is okay to be ahead of Joan of Arc Prime. Joan is cooked. She died when combo came into the game. You guys think we should actually bump Joan down to B tier? Is that what you guys are saying? You know what? As a cavalry main who has used Joan for such a long time, let's take a look at how much kills that my Joan has. Like, yeah, like 76 million kills. Is that better than my Huo? Yes, yeah, it's better than my Huo. I don't know about Arthur, to be honest. It's better than my Arthur. Yeah, as a cavalry main who used Joan for the the longest time, it pains me to do this, but maybe Joan of Arc Prime now deserves a B tier. I think Joan of Arc, it pains me, but I think cavalry, the skill damage era of cavalry has potentially come to an end, where if we have a way for us to use 2 Delta setup, we'll use 2 Delta setup. We're not gonna look back at cavalry skill damage and be like, hey, like we need to use cavalry skill damage. Like, I don't think we're gonna go back to that route ever. Yeah, Joan is on a B because I feel like combo is a Cav's future, yeah. And it is also for the sake of me suggesting to people who are watching this video and be like, hey, like, you should invest in Joan because he's an H-er. No, I can't do that anymore. Sadly, I can't do that anymore. And I'll just go ahead and put our best pairing for Joan right here below Joan. And then that could be your second or third March option. Yeah, I think this is the only way that we can go with this. While we're here, we'll clean up some of these. Okay, I think these two can be in the B tier. Don't really care which direction that they go with it. I think that could be our thing. I think Herman Prime can be in the B tier just because of the fact that Herman Prime could be the second best archer pairing, but just above Siege. Barely hanging, I would say. But he does have good usage, right? He does have the skill damage buff, the taken debuff that he applies, so I think Musa should drop 6k real quick to where though? A gold chest for fun? Maybe if I get employed again. I'm interviewing, so you guys will find out towards the end of the month, I think. And yeah. So if I do get hired again, maybe I'll do some gold chests, guys. Maybe I'll do some gold chests. Alright. Oh my god. Another very difficult person. Ragnar Prime, guys. Ragnar Prime. Where do we put Ragnar Prime? Add Ragnar there too? Yeah, probably. I think he is stronger than those two, maybe. He's a much later release. And I think overall, yeah, his kit was pretty good when it first came out. It made infantry players look back at skill damage and be like, oh well, maybe we can look into making infantry again with skill damage. But yeah, we gotta put him here. William Wallace, I would say he's like the end of A tier. Like, I think you can use William Wallace with Hector, and I think that will be the best secondary infantry march right now, with a sprinkle of CJ, but I think CJ deserves to be B tier. Or maybe preseason of conquest options. Yeah, there you go. I think CJ actually is probably arguably comparable to YSG, but for preseason of conquest. But I think this is a I think YSG, because you can use him for KVK 1, and the fact that you can pair him up with YSG afterwards, YSG's value is still untouchable. We'll take Sun Tzu over YSG Ragnar Prime any day. Yo. Alexander 555, okay. Alexander 555, I think it might be okay. 5551. Okay, the 4 skill is kind of a stat stick. The expertise though. Expertise does kind of give you a little bit more. Yeah. I would say if you can expertise him, you can. But 5551 is okay, I think. But yeah, let's go ahead and move to Nebu. Nebu is Nebu C or F, guys? Is Nebu C or F? I think Nebu is a C. Don't you guys agree? No chance Ragnar can replace Baichi or Luce when you break that pairing. Yeah. In all honesty, I think you should not break the Baichi Luce, and then you should just use William Wallace with CJ. If you're using 2 infantry marches for Pincer, I personally think that's the case. Belisarius Prime, probably outdated. I would usually put him in B tier, but now I think he's a little outdated. Yeah. Again, skill damage, he's not even the best pairing options. I think we can put Belisarius Prime into C, outdated. But he does have his use for swarming, so I'm going to put him at the very front place of outdated. Boudica Prime, outdated. Scipio Prime though, I'll say he's around here. I think he's better than Foe maybe, because he's a AoE commander. Yeah, I think Scipio Prime can be here. Zuge, YSG, Herman, Xinshi Wang. Anything else is bad, not gonna lie. Yeah, I agree. Low C for what, Alec? Bertrand. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I actually expertise Bertrand. And I just did it from the dailies. And I swear to God, this is my worst investment ever. My worst investment in a single commander in Rise of Kingdoms is Bertrand. Is it usable in preseason Conquest though? Does it deserve a spot here? I don't think so. Maybe I'll put it at the very last spot for it. But yeah, guys, Bertrand is a big rip, in my opinion. Bertrand is a big rip. Preseason Conquest for F? Yeah, he is so bad. Yeah, I wouldn't even recommend people to build him in preseason Conquest. If you're building him, just build Minamoto YSG. Build Saladin, build skill damage commander, transfer it over. It's not gonna be the end of the world. Yeah, this guy, no way, Jose. Now, Nevsky. Is this the day that we put him in the outdated section, guys? Is Nevsky outdated, guys? How you doing, Drain Gaming? I got my troops back, so I'm doing better, man. Thanks for asking, Arplay. Thanks for asking, man. Nevsky outdated. Nevsky C. Out of respect for Nevsky, guys, we'll put him at the very top slot of C tier, and we'll go ahead and move on. We'll not talk about Nevsky. He was a great commander. He was a good friend of mine. You guys can see that I have Star Nevsky. I'm gonna unstar Nevsky. He did 60 million kills with me. I'm gonna star Arthur, Achilles, Attila, Subutai. And I'm gonna even unstar Ho Chi Minh. Maybe no. No, that's going too far. And there you go. I just unstarred Nevsky. Let's let Nevsky go, guys. Let's not talk about him. This is his funeral. We're done. Yeah, I start Cleo probably by accident, my friend. That hurts to say. I know. My friend Nevsky, what happened to you? You know what they should do? They should maybe let KVK2 KVK2 Nevsky will be overpowered. They should put all the outdated commanders into KVK2, to be honest with you. But I don't know. Nevsky is making a return. He's gonna be smite. Maybe that could be the case, Prince Boom. Cleopatra up with the big boys. Yeah. Let's put a little monument for our Nevsky here. Yeah, we will remember Nevsky and all the gold heads that we put into Nevsky forever. Cause all the gold heads that I put in for Nevsky forever. 685 gold heads that I put into Nevsky. As I hoarded gold heads from KVK3, and back then even KVK4 I think was like, oh my god, 685 gold heads that I put in Nevsky, guys. RIP. Let's put a monument. Let's remember him. He was a great commander. Smite Cab will be weird, yeah. Yeah, KVK2 will be too overpowered. So many gold heads. I know. Alright, let's move on. Asher Venipal. Doesn't Asher Venipal deserve to be in a B tier? I think he deserves to be a B tier. Like, good second or third march option. Like, I think he's a good third march option. Just make Nevsky combo and smack a museum buff. Ooh. That's gonna anger a lot of new players, I feel like. Asher Venipal B tier, the end of B tier. Is that okay with you guys? I think that's a pretty good place for it. Low B, high C, yeah. Either here or here, but we'll see. Pakao probably outdated. Yeah, if you want to use an infantry like anti-swarm marches, you can still technically use Pakao for rally, but not for open field, I feel like. XY is beyond outdated at this point, I think. Do not use ever, perhaps. No, I think he's just... No, yeah, do not use ever. Don't use XY. Honda Tadakasu, the same deal. Trajan's just outdated, I feel. He's still usable, but I think Trajan's outdated. Cyrus apparently is really good in preseason conquest. I heard. What do you guys think? Cyrus? Because if you look at Cyrus's kit, now I never invested in Cyrus, but the word on the street is that Cyrus is actually not that bad. Yeah, he does 1400 damage factor, and then next 3 seconds the target takes 20% additional damage, and it has this skill right here. If this commander contains only archer unit, whenever it uses a basic attack, it has 10% chance to deal 250 damage factor to the target every second for 3 seconds. And then reduce the skill damage dealt by that target for 40%. Doesn't he have... Yeah, this one. If this commander troop is on the map, whenever it is hit with basic attack, it has 10% chance to do additional damage of 300 to up to 3 enemy troops for 2 seconds. So this is 600 damage factor to 2 to 3 targets around you. So if you can actually afford Cyrus, ironically, I think Cyrus deserves to be the preseason of conquest options that you could consider, in my opinion. He's OP because most of the people are playing early KVK use infantry. I agree with you. I think that's one of the reasons why we use Tukmos. And I was doing really, really well. Oh boy. William. Is he a B or C tier, guys? Is William a B or C tier? Now, I think William is a C tier now because Arthur, Achilles, Philip, Hector, or GANG-GAMCHAN, those 5 commanders will basically make the first 2 best marches. The best march and the second best march in cavalry, right? Then the third best march in cavalry is most likely Joan of Arc Prime plus Po Chu Bing. And anything beyond that, I think, needs to be an outdated section, right? He's still relatively meta. Yeah, because he's able to work with combo. You know, it's gonna pay me to do this, but I might put him above Nevsky. What do you guys think? Should I put him above Nevsky? Because he could still be usable with Arthur. You know what? If some people are using Arthur with William, just so that they can use GANG-GAMCHAN with Achilles, by definition, shouldn't he be at the very low bottom of B tier? Maybe he does deserve like the last spot of B tier. Above his monument? I'm foreseeing the future. Attila Triple S. Oh god, Attila's still here, huh? Oh god. Like, I'm not a big fan of using Attila in the open field, to be honest with you. But let's go ahead. Chandragupta, F tier. Artemisia, F tier. Leonidas, F tier. Guan Yu. I think Guan Yu can be outdated. Like one of the last spots of outdated. Maybe above Trajan. Attila SSS. Yo. Some Attila fans. Alright. And Tommy. I think Tommy's preseason conquest usable. Not as much as Cyrus. But the last spot for preseason conquest options you can consider, I think Tommy deserves that. For open field at the very least. Attila. What do we need to do with Attila, guys? What do you need to do with Attila? Triple S? No way. No way I'm putting Attila into Triple S. I have a very good respect for our friend. War Daddy Chasky. I know that he uses Attila on the field still, but only because he has Arch, I feel like. Yo, Sticky, how's it going, man? You know, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I think Attila is a B tier. Maybe above everything else with like skill damage. I know you guys want me to put him in the A tier, but I think he deserves a B tier. He's... You know, if I didn't care about what all of you're saying. I honestly would put him as C tier for open field. But that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to do what I'm here to make a video that everyone would like. So pure pressure. I'm gonna put him at the front of the B tier. I'll not take another question about it. From now on, you no longer deserve, bro. Hey, Calf main. I've been disowned by the Calf family. But can you explain the stat reduction versus stat ignored? Is that ignored reduction? I don't know. I honestly don't know what the difference between the stat reduction and stat ignored is. Yeah, I genuinely don't understand what the difference is. Maybe it's the percentage of total versus the total percentage of buff that you're getting rid of. Let's say you have 140% defense buff. Maybe the stat ignore would just take off the last 3.5% or 1.5%, whatever it is. So if you have 1.5% stat ignore, 140% will go down to 138.5%. And maybe the stat reduction will be 40% of the total. So if you have 140% plus, then you know you would ignore 40% of that, perhaps. I don't know. So that's going to be a little more, but I don't know 100%. You can go sim for archers. Hey, yo. Musa is a cab main, but look at all those preseason conquest commanders. It's all archers. He's really an archer sim. Yo, guys, no. But cavalry's in a bad situation, guys. That's just what it is. Like, until you go to Season of Conquest, cavalry is in a really bad spot. Like, what can you use? You're gonna basically use Minamoto YSG all day, and you get like slightest buff ever that I've ever seen with the addition of Saladin. If you get Saladin, you get like what, 10% better trace. That's it. You're that's the only thing that you're gonna get. And you can't really invest in Genghis Khan because that's another 5% buff. Whereas infantry, if they go over to CJ, they get like what, like a whole new system-wise rework, and that he's like gonna be so overpowered that everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, CJ, no. But you're revoking Codex. Oh man. Aye. And like, you know, like, and look at Bertrand. Bertrand is gonna just sit there like, oh no, I'm like worse than Saladin. Like, seriously, like cavalry needs a buff before Season of Conquest. KVK 1 sure is fine with Minamoto YSG, but like KVK 2 guys, like cavalry sucks. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's go move Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great, I think, is above Cyrus. For obvious reasons, Alexander the Great is really, really good commander. He has shielding, he has instant proc attack. You would trade better. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe a below Cyrus. Yeah, nowadays I think maybe below Cyrus. But he's a really good commander. I think in KVK 2. It's just that Cyrus is just meant for Season of Conquest. They just moved him over, so the power level is not there, in my opinion. CJ needs a relic. CJ has a relic, no? Does CJ not have a relic already? Yo, see, they didn't give you guys CJ relic? Oh, okay, CJ does not have relic, right? Yeah. Well, CJ does need a relic, in my opinion. Hey, at least you guys actually have good 2 cavalry stuff. You know what I mean? You guys at least have two infantry setup that you can use CJ with, right? CJ no relic. Attila needs another relic. I agree with you, Arblade. If we get Attila another relic, I think we can make cavalry great again One more time. Where's Attila at? Where's my boy Attila? Sorry, my man Attila. Yeah, the skill damage reduction, yeah, that needs to go to like 10%. The defense needs to go to 15%. You guys know what I mean. Like we've been bullied around by infantry so much in the garrison rally setup. Like we need Attila to have way better buffs. And 5% cav defense, 3% skill damage reduction is not just it. I think this should have been all damage reduction, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. That is my opinion. You don't deserve to say cavalry or Attila, traitor. Hey, yo. Oh, okay. So let's talk about Genghis Khan. Worse than Tommy for sure. Saladin I think is better than Genghis Khan just because of how versatile he is. He is a little more versatile than Genghis Khan. In terms of pure power level, I think Genghis Khan is a little better, but Saladin is super tanky. Like super tanky. Like he does so much skill damage reduction that it keeps your YSG safe. So that's why I'll put Saladin over there. And most of the damage that you'll be able to see in KVK 2 is gonna be skill damage. So there you go. Saladin does deserve a better spot than Genghis Khan. Maybe not necessarily better than Tommy because Tommy is part of the best rally setup for KVK 2, which is gonna be Edward the Gustav with Tommy. But yeah, that's what I'll put in there. Genghis Khan triple S, my goat. He needs a prime. This guy needs a prime, yes. Genghis Khan needs a prime S plus Emperor version. Like, we need the Emperor version of Genghis Khan. Maybe we have a Genghis Khan when he was fighting, when he didn't become an Emperor himself. But like, oh lord. They need to make Genghis Khan better, guys. They need to make Genghis Khan better. They need a relic on Genghis Khan that would actually just not... So let's take a look at Genghis Khan's relic, right? Because we already have him with the relic, right? Yeah. Yeah, this needs to be 1000. Active skill damage factor needs to be 1000. And I'm saying nonsense at this point, but yeah, you guys know what I mean. Like Genghis Khan is like literally the greatest, you know, like owned greatest emperor of all time to say the least in terms of conquering, right? He conquered the most amount of land in the history of mankind. Why do we have him sit at the bottom of the preseason conquest options you can consider? Is my opinion. The fact Mongolia isn't a civ yet is crazy. I know. You know, I think we need a Mongolia cavalry civ where we get rally damage buff of 5%, a garrison damage buff of 5%, 5% health for cavalry health, and I don't need anything else. We need a cavalry buff for Mongolia, in my opinion. Alright, Richard, probably the bottom of season conquest. You can still use him for Barb Chain, so I'm not gonna put him at F tier. Pierce, probably right here, I would say. I would give him an extra buff just because of the fact... Oh, actually right here. I'll give him extra bump because he can be used with CJ, and on top of that, he is actually usable from KVK 1. I think that's pretty fair. Mongolia will be OP Cav civilization with Genghis Khan as the meta breaking to Qin Shi Huang commander? Yeah. I think they should. Achilles is like, same for Leo. Yeah, Leonidas, yeah, they need a buff for him. Like, God. Everyone loved 300. Like, we came to play as Spartans. Look at how many people are considering themselves as Spartans among the creator community, right? Like, what's this called? Like, War Daddy Chasky, like, is basically saying that he's 300. His whole concept is 300, right? The Spartans, but like, yeah, like we're using Gorgo, guys. We're using Gorgo over Leonidas. Gorgo is his wife. Although she was a badass wife, I'm sure. Like, the Leonidas himself is rotting at the do not use ever tier list, guys. I don't know. By the way, Gorgo Hector isn't the best garrison. Still, Gorgo Toko is Chisco tested. Yeah. But I think it's better against... Oh, it's not even better against, what? What was it called? Yeah, Shapura Shabanapal, right? Yeah, I mean, I needed him either way. So I invested in Hector heads in the last event on my main account because, you know, I need Hector for my best pairing to, what's his name? The new guy, the David the Fourth. Yeah. So cavalry needs it. It was designed for cavalry. I think a lot of people kind of deviated away to kind of check him out for infantry, but I think he's meant for cavalry garrison at the end of the day. So I'm not surprised. Now Tutmos I think deserves. I think he deserves a spot here, to be honest. I think even better than like Alex. Tutmos is really good, guys. Tutmos is really good. And if we consider the KVK1 possibility of him, I think Tutmos deserves a better spot than Alex in today 2025's field. You Cavs are big L. Yeah, we were expecting more something like Shen Huang, but we never got it. It is what it is. Spartans deserve a separate civ. They are goated. I know. They need a separate civ, yeah. Grey Worm is based off of Mongolians. Oh, really? How's my gold situation? I'm at like, I'm really low. I just expertise, yeah, Achilles. So 232. Now my Hector, where are you? Where's my Hector at? Yeah, my Hector is sitting at 122 gold. So yeah, I need a lot. Mulan L? Yeah, Mulan. Do not use, but I think better than all those different commanders. The top of the F tier, how about that? I think Ethelflaed is outdated. I think pre-season conquest, I think Ethelflaed is usable. Maybe above these guys. Mehmed, I think deserves a slot below Saladin. Charles Martel for the field, I would say he's probably around here. Minamoto, if we consider his usability in KVK1, I'll go ahead and put him right here. Gilgamesh. Montezuma. Anything that you guys disagree with this, right? Gilgamesh, Montezuma, Minamoto, Ethelflaed, Mehmed, all those commanders. Do you guys disagree with any of them? Mehmed behind Salah? Okay. And I'll go ahead and say bonus to K1 commander. Yeah, KVK1. Yeah, because I'm not talking about just pure strength of those commanders. I'm talking about, okay, as a whole, if you're investing in any of those commanders, are they better? And then I think we can't just say, oh, well, if you're able to use him from KVK1, like, KVK2 commanders are going to be naturally better. But, like, I think regarding the fact that, like, why is she is really, really good, KVK1 and KVK2, right? So I think we kind of deserve, I think we kind of need to give them a little bit of buff. Like YSG, Tutmos, all those commanders, I think they deserve a little buff. Like in points. Because they're usable over 2 KVKs, not 1. I think this is good, guys. I think this is good. Now, with 19 of you voted, Baichi has won 10 votes and Achilles won 9 votes. And we're gonna end the poll here. And with that said, I'm not gonna move around this so much in terms of S tier list. We're gonna put Baichi above Achilles. It is what it is. I think it's good. A Bertrand pre-SOC option. Yeah, we'll put him up there, but I think he's gonna be at the bottom of the tier list. I think. Like I use him, he's really bad. Personally, that's just how I feel personally. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys are watching this on the video side, really do appreciate you guys watching an hour and 7 minutes long. I would like to say special thanks to everyone who joined in the discussion to make this tier list prediction with GANG-GAMCHAN into the mix, as well as potentially David the Fourth. I know that some people are talking about like David the Fourth's like viability on the field. I don't think it's there, just because like half of his kit is related to Garrison. But maybe when that changes, or if that changes ever, maybe we can change that. But I think this is a good tier list. We made some adjustment based on the GANG-GAMCHAN's edition, as well as Hector and Achilles' like tested out stuff. So I think this is a good prediction tier list for our upcoming meta that we'll see for the next couple months until we see the next infantry commander release. But maybe we'll update it once GANG-GAMCHAN comes into the game for real. But thanks to everyone who has participated in the chat. I think this was a fun little KVK the prediction tier list for open field. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next video, and I'll close out the recording right now. Alright guys, that was really fun. Infantry needs a Baichi Prime, Liuchev Prime, CJ Prime, and Wallace Prime. He's just an infantry simp. Our boy Sticky is just an infantry simp. Infantry deserves to be meta for Rally and Garrison and Field forever. Dude, like, you say that now, but I feel like the infantry is going to be the next Rally meta once the infantry Rally does come into the game, which is kind of sad because they have the best Garrison already. This commander cycle, the GANG-GAMCHAN was not the pairing that I was hoping for Subutai. So yeah. So yeah, I think infantry is gonna be meta for Garrison for however long until the next like OP rally is gonna come. Like I think Gorgotoku is unbeatable at this point. And now when the next infantry rally does come around, I really hope that it's just not OP. I hope that it's trash, to be honest with you. But yeah, because then Rally and Garrison all are going to be infantry dominated, right? Scipio Aemilianus is really good already. So, I don't know. Thanks, man, for the list. Yeah, no problem, man. I really appreciate everyone who jumped in to kind of talk about this. Once Genghis Khan Prime comes out, cavalry will be equal to archers? I hope so. I hope we have instant proc AoE, circular AoE combo damage that triggers to 5 different commanders that are around us. Like, if we can do what Qin Shi Huang does with combo damage, that is golden, guys. That is golden. That's what I want to see from cavalry. Until then, yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. Alright. Ooh, we got some. Oh, that is nice. We got some messages while we were away. Looks crazy. Prince Boom. Yo, is this from our custom art? Yeah. What do you have here? What is this? Oh, the little city that they have for... Isn't this Siege of New Orleans? Yeah. They have like weird settlements. I don't know what we were supposed to do with those. But yeah, the Orleans KVK is very interesting, I would say. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I'm a little sick, so I'm gonna go ahead and bounce for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream though. If you guys did, as always, please go ahead and drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Check his power. Check whose power? That's not a city. That's not a city, is it? That's not a city. That's just a weird unoccupied area. So anyways, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go now. See y'all later. My head hurts. My neck hurts. If you guys can, go ahead and cheer for T1 in the upcoming Worlds League of Legends game. I know that some of you guys are much younger than I am, so you guys might not even know what League of Legends is. But it is a game that I watch, and I am cheering for T1. So if you guys can, go ahead and cheer for T1, guys. Prince Boom, look at his profile real quick. Okay. Ah, he lowered his power by a lot. Did he self-zero himself? Man, that is crazy. Yeah, he's getting ready to migrate to our kingdom. Old man Musa, I know. Nah, not knowing League of Legends is wild. Yeah. But apparently I'm old, guys. Apparently I'm old. But yeah. Again, I'll go ahead and share my updates on my job hunting front. Thank you guys so much once again for watching. I took 1.4 million deaths. Yo, that is crazy. Well, I'm glad that you're doing that just to join us. We really do appreciate that. Night, feel better. Thank you. Really appreciate it, guys. Alright, guys. I'll see y'all in the next video, guys. Take care, everyone. And make Mongolians and Spartan civilization is my suggestion from Rblade and everyone else on the chat to Lilith. Thank you guys so much, guys.